I saw this border and I thought it was kind of fun, so let me show you how it's made. We're going to use the Botanical Burst collection, the 12-inch trimmer, and this very handy spring leaf punch. First thing you want to do is you want to get a piece of cardstock, a piece of light green paper. I use this one with the leaves on the back, and this one is going to be 3.5 times 12. Line it up at both ends. Make sure I have the straight blade in and not the scallop blade. Minor detail. Okay. So that paper is 3.5 times 12. Next, we're going to do a yellow paper, and this one is 2 7/8 times 12. 2 7/8 is a bit trickier to line up. 2.5, 2 3/4, and then one more mark afterwards. All right. This one, though, I like green cardstock, 2 7/8. Right measurement, wrong paper. Let's try it again. 2 7/8, right there. Here it is. Okay. So this one is 2 7/8 times 12. Now we're going to switch blades. Going to go with the scallop blade. And we'll do 2 3/4 times 12. So we had 2 7/8. That would be a little tiny bit less. 2 3/4, and 3/4 does have a cutting guideline. We need to get a scallop edge on this first, because both edges have to be scalloped. So you're going to run a very thin line. That is uneven. Interesting. Well, we're going to make it even this time. I always start off with an even edge, guys. All right, now we're going to flip it over. 2 7/8. 2.5. I'm sorry. I'll put the sticky on there so you can see what the real one is. 2.5 is right there. Right there. And we want our scalloped edges to be right at the 2.5. 2 3/4 line. So the edges are right on the line. There. Now, 2 3/4. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our circle cutter with the blue blade. See these circles? These came out of the other one. I'm going to put these back with my paper. I can use these for something else, so I'm definitely not throwing them away. Take your circle cutter and your yellow paper. That was 2 3/4 times 12. Now remember, this is done with a spring paper. You could do this with any paper at all. In the fall, you could do it with more autumn tonal papers. So don't be limited by the color of the paper. Try and center your circle the best you can. You can see on my mock-up that mine is not exactly centered, so don't go overboard on it. Oh no, it's 1/4 of an inch off. I wouldn't let that concern me too much. And I tried to measure and you see where it got me, so I said, okay. So I tried to do it right every 2 inches last time, so 6 and 8, and I can see that I was I like it a little bit closer, so I'm going to kind of move it over a little bit. I can at least get that part centered. And then we'll do a little bit closer to the end. Remember, the blue blade takes off a big chunk, so even though I'm right at the end, the blue blade, that didn't work, did it? Leaves a big border. All right, let me hold that down. Hopefully I can line it back up in the right spot. Not too bad. Not too bad of a gimp at all. I'm just going to roll this over because it's easier for me to work this way than it is the other way. When I'm spacing these, I'm taking the circle, and as soon as I get so there's no more circle going, that's where I'm putting my template. And that seems to work pretty good for getting it even. So I'm going to go right here, move the circle till I just can't see it anymore, and cut. Actually, those came out pretty close. All right, now let's start to put everything together. We're going to take our biggest piece, which was 3.5 by 12, lay that over there, lay it on the bottom. Then we're going to take our second piece, which is 2 7/8 times 12, and put that on. So, kind of center it right. It's 12 inches on the end, so you just have to kind of get the top and the bottom even. Okay, now we'll take our third piece. I kind of like the brighter colors, and it's got circles, and we're doing circles. Let's do that. And then we're going to take some other pretty papers. I chose these two for the leaves. And let's punch out 3 yellows. And a couple of greens. And again, this is where the repositionable tape runner comes in so handy. Look at little feet. Because when I'm putting these leaves on, a regular tape runner would show through, but the repositionable does not. See, nothing shows. I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them at different angles on the page. And if it's uneven like that one is, we can just pick it up and say, well, let me move you more to the center. There, that looks better. Rub that off. Add that yellow in there for some color. Every time I put a piece on, it seems to brighten it up a lot. And we're done. Fast and easy. Wasn't that cool? So if you don't have the simple leaf punch yet, or the scallop blade for the trimmer, you definitely want to get them so that you can do this project.